What's up, guys? FuzzyOtterBalls here. Welcome back to me, I guess. I haven't posted in a couple of days, but that was because I wanted to give my montage some time to marinate. Hopefully, you've gone and checked it out. If not, I'll leave a link below. And hopefully, you approached it with an open mind, looking for something new, a little different, and weren't expecting elite sniping montage because that is not who I am as a player. That is not who I make videos for. So yeah, there you go. This commentary, well, I guess first of all, I just picked up a buttload of new games and used games and old games from my job. So I'm actually planning on live streaming quite a bit this summer. So if you haven't already, go down to Justin TV, make an account, follow me, and be sure to follow me on Twitter too, because I'll be tweeting out, live streaming, and just interacting with you guys. And of course, still playing Black Ops. So there you go. Anyway, this commentary was sort of to talk about how I built what I consider to be a successful YouTube channel. Because when I look at my channel, it makes me happy because it's not the sub count and it's not the view count. It's the fact that I still enjoy making content. I have viewers I enjoy interacting with, and that to me is the whole reason I do YouTube, is to reach out over the internet to people who share a common interest to me that I may not necessarily get to explore with people in my immediate geographical region because of age constraints and job constraints. Typically people my age with an appropriate comparable level of income as me don't typically play video games as often or as intensely as I do. So that's kind of the power of the internet, is to be able to reach out to an audience that shares a similar interest to you. And that's the reason I do YouTube, is because I still enjoy making these videos. And I say this and it's cliche and it sounds like I'm just bullshitting you, but I would still be doing this if I had my 700 subs from before March Madness. I really would, because the enjoyment I got out of that of making a YouTube video for 700 is the same as I get now, but now I just get to share it with more of you. And if I have a message, or if I want to promote something cool or a good YouTuber, I now have a bigger platform upon which to do so. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm I'm actually really happy that I'm able to affect positive change in the YouTube community, because, and I don't consider myself a role model or anything. I played a certain way, and I try to keep a certain level of morality when I interact with other people in this community and larger, and a community at large. So hopefully doesn't sound like I'm just tugging my own balls, because really it's true. It really is. And people ask me, I get messages all the time like, how do I build a better channel? How do I get bigger? How do I get more views? My videos aren't getting views. I need more subs. And I sort of broke down what I thought was, the tips for a YouTube channel. And this is inspired by Wicked Shrapnel's post, as well as Juggernauts, who I've mentioned in an earlier commentary. And the number one thing I can advise everyone, and I try to tell everyone this, is redefine what you consider success. If you're just looking for a lot of subs or a lot of views, you're going to be disappointed no matter how big your channel is. I mean, look at one of the channels that has over 100,000 subscribers. I'm not going to name names, obviously, but a large number of them spend a good portion of their commentaries bitching about how their videos aren't getting enough views. And part of that is being driven by the fact that they make revenue off their videos, and I think that I'm fortunate in that I don't have to worry about that. But this is their job for a lot of people, so they're constantly bothering themselves over numbers, and that sort of leads to bad behavior with respect to what you upload, the content of your uploads, and the quality of that content. For example, you may have seen just recently a glut of Annihilation map pack, and it's relevant, and it is what it is. It's relevant. I hate when people say it is what it is. I don't know why I just said that, but it's relevant to the situation at hand, because yes, the Annihilation map pack did come out, but I've always been of the mind that if you're just rushing a video out there just to snag views, it's not really positive contribution to the community and what you can do, because I see a lot of these other YouTubers who do that, and I've seen videos in which they actually put out legitimately entertaining or informative or positive content, and they're just not even close to their potential when they rush out a map pack video that says, yeah, everyone camps with Ghost, and it's really annoying, and so you're just gonna I hate these map packs, it's too expensive, they should give it to us for free. Because yeah, dude, obviously, I mean, look at the context of what's happening. Everyone's rushing into this, no one knows the map, of course they're gonna do that. But that's neither here nor there. That is their channel, that's how they run it, and they're free to do so in that manner. But if you're looking to build a channel like that, I can't help you, because that's not the channel I hope to build. That's not the channel that I think I've built. When I put out a video, I do so hoping, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but knowing that some people will walk away entertained. And I see that both in my consistency of views, which is, again, I don't care about the number of views, but I care that people are watching and liking and responding positively. So again, if I only got 1,000 views, I would care, how many of them actually enjoyed it enough to leave a comment or a like. And yeah, so it's not that I'm a view whore because I don't make any money off my views. It's more that I want to know that my content's being well received by the audience that I have. And that's another thing. If you have a small channel, don't compare yourself to a channel like mine. And I'm not saying I'm a huge channel. I'm just saying I'm probably bigger than you if you're writing me for advice. If you have 50 subs and you only get 10 views, that's 20% of your channel subs as views, which is good. Because Woody's gamertag mentioned in one of his earlier commentaries, I can't find the link, but he mentioned that the baseline is about 1/4, which means if you have 100 subs, if you get more than 25 views, you're doing a good job. You're doing better than Woody's gamertag is. I look at mine, and I'm happy with my percentage. I'm happy with my ratios, but the important thing is that you're hitting that percentage. And if you're not, it could be for a number of reasons. You don't have good quality in terms of what you're recording with. Your audio quality is not as good. Your content may not be up to par. But the thing is, you can't look at me and you can't look at you. You can't compare based off just strict numbers. Because if you're looking at me for advice, you're going to lose that battle pretty much every time. And I don't mean that to sound arrogant. I'm saying that when I had 1,000 subscribers, I did not compare myself to a channel with 10,000 subscribers, because the potential audience that I can reach with a channel that has more subscribers, and it gets really complicated with regards to likes and favorites and user activity and sub boxes. But the fact is, if you have a small channel, your message is going to go to a smaller subset of people, and you want to just make sure basically that you're hitting as many of those people as possible and interesting them and engaging them and entertaining them so that they'll continue coming back. And hopefully that's the way you feel when you see a video of mine. You know exactly what you're going to get, or you know that you're going to be at least entertained, or at least that's my hope anyway. And that's kind of brings me to my second point, which is to build a niche. And you'll hear this echoed by a lot of other people. It's not that you have to necessarily differentiate yourself. You don't have to be something as unique as, say, Kimmy J or Ricky Chops, because those guys certainly have a certain unique value proposition. When you go to Kimmy J, you're going to listen to a guy pretending to be a Vietnamese immigrant, and it's hilarious, and that's happening, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to have that voice unless you're good at it, in which case go for it, dude. I love Kimmy J, so that's hilarious to me. But I don't think I'm particularly funnier or more intelligent or really good at Call of Duty better than anybody who does like sort of comedic skits and I guess hey, good old boy commentary like I feel like I do. But what I do, I think I do well, and that is tell dick jokes to 12-year-olds over the internet in a very eloquent manner. So that's sort of my niche. And the great thing about YouTube is you can basically do whatever you want and you will find an audience for it. And depending on what you do and how well you do it, that's going to determine how big your audience is. For example, if you did Call of Duty 2 videos only, you're obviously going to have a smaller audience than if you did Black Ops because it's less relevant. If you do Call of Duty commentaries in a foreign language, you're going to be restricted to people who can speak and understand that language for the most part. If we're talking, just probably the most relevant example, which is English, Call of Duty, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, whatever, commentaries in the style that we've come to know and expect from our commentators, not particularly funny. And again, that's not an insult. I'm just saying that's sort of quote-unquote generic. What you have to consider there are a lot of people doing that. And a lot of them are probably more established, more experienced, better connected than some of the other people who may be starting out. So that makes starting out in that arena much harder. For me, I got really lucky. You can't compare your growth to my growth because I basically got plucked from obscurity and thrust into the limelight by this commentator March Madness competition, and that was definitely Ukrainian Limbs and Woody's Gamertag, helping propel me to where I am now. So, they gave me the opportunity, and I managed to execute on it quite well and consistently, I would think. But it's not always going to be like that. Your periods of growth, the quickest growth, are probably going to be when you gain exposure like that, but you can't go into YouTube expecting that exposure, because if you do, you're just going to be disappointed. All right, guys, so I'm going to cut it here and give you part 2 tomorrow, because I think it's getting a little long in the teeth, and I want you guys to be engaged and refreshed and ready to get more. So come back tomorrow, or if you're watching this later, click on part 2, and in which case go to hell for not watching my video on the first day, I suppose. But so we covered today, we covered Redefine success and how to build a niche. Tomorrow I'm going to actually dive more into building that niche, looking to improve, and how to network and how to be humble. So thanks guys for watching, and fucking love you, juggle my balls, hold my dick.